Alright guys, so I still don't have my glasses back, so I'm working on Minecraft and it's gonna rain outside, so I decided I'm gonna give this a shot. Alright, so I've noticed that my mic on my headphones was the culprit for the helicopter noise in the background. I do not own a helicopter, unfortunately. Now, as you can see, I built a lake because, well, my dream has always been to have a much smaller house, a fourth of this house, next to a lake with some boats, you know, a nice pickup truck. It's kind of been like my dream. The farm's optional. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but my dream's always been, you know, a small house. Like, if you cut this in fourths, and you took a fourth of this and stuck it right by this lake, that would pretty much be my dream. But anyways, so I built this lake, and one, I do not know how to get rid of the slime things. They're everywhere. And when I logged in, they were all up in my boat. So I had to take care of that pest problem. Now, another thing I don't quite like about this is because this is on creative, and I didn't use a random world, I just used a flat world. I can only go 3 deep, and that's alright, but all the fish gather where it's 3 deep. So I couldn't put too many fish in there, it would look weird. Like, I was hoping they'd go, like, the dolphins would stay 3 deep, and like all the other ones would go 2 deep, but that's not the case. So that's a little off-putting, but I mean, I don't care. I got my lake that I can fish and boats and whatnot, so anyways. So with all that out of the way, that's pretty much all I really accomplished. I didn't really, like I said, I'm not really a Minecrafter. I like to play, it's interesting. I've always cared more for MMORPGs and Call of Duty and, you know, having a life outside of the bedroom. But, you know, that's that's a whole other story. So today, I'm going to be taking on this maze I built. Now I've tried this before, so I've decided, well, I've actually gave this quite a few test runs. But anyways, I decided that if I die this time, I'm just going to run through it on creative mode to show the whole thing. I haven't figured out how to set spawn points yet, so I've just been breaking in with creative, repatching the holes, and going from there. So the only rule is, you go with nothing, and whatever you find along the way that you can utilize, you can utilize. Now let me switch this to, let's see, switch this to survival. Now, like I said, I'm a noob, that's why I didn't, you know, do the / game mode 1 stuff. Plus I don't even know if it works on this. So the initial chest, you get this. Oh, it looks like a pretty good bounty to start out with. So, yeah. You'll need it, trust me. I built this in vanilla Minecraft, so it has its advantages and disadvantages. But I'm not the greatest with redstone. So you get gold legs with fire protection 1. It's just a little memento to boost your armor rating a little bit. So you go in, floor's lava, you know, don't touch the lava, but you don't have a choice. You can't jump it to dodge the arrows. Now, I filled the dispensers with both positive and negative effect arrows. So you might get fire protection or you might get poisoned. You know, it's random. I don't know. I don't really know, but that's how I set it up. So you run up through here. Looks like I got fire protection. get out with me. Yeah? Think you're tough, dude? Alright. That was a bigger ordeal than it should have been. See, the good part about the spiders in this is they get damaged with the lava, same as you do. But the downside is they can knock you off from your target like that, and that's a problem. Oh no. Alright. Mission accomplished. Oh, you see the particle effect? When I was in creative mode, I switched to night vision potions because I accidentally put a splash potion in there. It wasn't supposed to be a splash potion. So, I switched that. And I drank a night potion to see what I was doing. Because, well... yeah. So I place signs to give clues, you know, be a gold digger, or get out, you know, it's kind of a clue. And I mean, you don't have to do anything in this room if you don't want to, but I mean, who's gonna pass up on free items, you know? See, that's exciting. Where did that come from? I blew the door off the hinges. Alright. Oh, snap! Alright. That's whatever. I was wondering where the glowstone came from. I think that might have been worth it. Some unbreaking protection. Tridents are always fun. Impaling is kind of a useless enchantment on here, but I wasn't thinking ahead, so whatever. Alright, so I got a puppy. His name is Wait! An exclamation point. So I'm gonna guess the next puzzle has something to do with the dog. By the way, I did mention I made this, so I kind of already know everything. But I'm trying to go through it in a systematic approach so you guys can kind of see... I don't know. I don't particularly want people to watch the video then do this puzzle, because then it kind of gives it away. But I want people to give it a shot, you know? So I still got my super apple. So that's good. I'm going to need it, trust me. It only gets worse from here. So if you give you bones and a dog, why not take it, right? Made it this far. You pushed your weight around, huh? So I can only guess that you have to go there. Go, dog. Oh. Alright. Yeah. Stay. This part's a little tricky. The way I built it, I can't get off this thing, so kind of have to jump up on the door, then jump across. But I mean, that's a build flaw, not a puzzle. So my brightness is all the way up. I can't turn it any further up. So let's go with that layout. 3 minutes. I'm glad I didn't pick this way. An obsidian pit of fire death. Did I mention my brightness was all the way up? Yeah, I kind of think the best route here is to try to take that out as quick as possible. Oh man. Alright, well, we're just gonna try that again. Ugh. That's my problem. Can't even walk. Unfortunately, I haven't figured out how to make the map reset. So instead of me having to copy the world over and over again, I have to... Oh man, I don't have a night vision potion. Okay, alright. This is alright. I can... Oh man. Alright, so, just gonna do that real quick. And there you are. Oh, that's right, I lost all my inventory. Alright, that'll make things a little easier. I like how they're all like, it's like playing freaking witch dodgeball. At least when this happens, they ain't attacking me. Let's take this guy. What you looking at? This is usually the hardest part, and I find that, like, I tried to run through it, but I haven't played in so long I didn't memorize where the levers were, so they usually kill me. So I do not run through it anymore. So I find the easiest way of doing it is to kill the spawner, get the witches to fight each other. I'm in creative, that's why it's happening. Alright. That would have came in handy earlier. Oh well. So, this room, you got 2 push pistons. So, well, it's a matter of pushing the levers before you die. Huh. Last time I did this, I must have got turned around. There's one. Aha. I knew it was one of those ones. So, get through. I wish they were splash potions. It would definitely be much more useful. What you looking at? Alright. Night vision, and I'll go in and rock this spider real quick. So I thought these guys went ham and attacked me right off the bat. I wonder if it's because I'm in creative mode. They're tough, ain't they? Alright, let's, there we go, that's the ticket. Oh, snap. Alright. So, the hardest room in this whole thing, as soon as I come down from my high, the hardest room in this whole thing is the witch's one. That's the end. I mean, you can grab this stuff. Let me take the milk real quick. But that's the end. There's nothing of use. This is just like, oh look, treasure, you did it, congratulations. I'll take the milk. So, then you go out this way. And you climb up. And you have this little room. And congrats to those who made it this far. Made it here fair and square. Enjoy the view and the private accomplishment of surviving. The torture run brought to you by another block, aka Alex Conway. YouTube, Facebook, eBay, and Patreon. I gotta change that because I gave up on Patreon because if I looked up my website, I couldn't find me on other people's websites, and I contacted them, and there was some discrepancies. So I was like, you know what? I'm doing this for fun, so I don't really care. You want to pay me? You can send money to my house. So instead of going through them, so whatever. eBay, I shut that down because, well, I was being told to sell stuff that I found in the attic, and then I was being told not to sell stuff and then just it was too much of a hassle. The party in question wouldn't make up their mind, so I was like, you know what? I'm not that interested in it. I'm not making hardly anything off of it, so whatever. So as it stands, I got a YouTube and a Facebook, and I'm working on some other ones too, but I don't use them, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I wonder if that's going to be an issue. Nope. And then and voila. Yeah. Congratulations, fireworks, yay. And then you go on the ride. As you're finished. Oh wait, the turtle. Oh well, that's alright. I showed that in my last video. That's actually my prized accomplishment. I don't care how much time I put into the maze or how much time I put into the house. That little turtle cage is like, I don't know, my favorite thing. And it actually took probably the least amount of time. No, I don't want to say that, but it probably didn't take the least amount of time, but it was definitely easy. Actually, the farm probably took the least amount of time. Happy turtles. So if you haven't noticed, and I think I've stated in a couple of different episodes, I don't know how many people watch how many things, but I like turtles. Like, I like a lot of animals, like foxes and hedgehogs, but I caught a baby snapping turtle when I was a kid. Well, younger. And I kept it as a pet for years, and it did great. And it was my pet, and well, it died eventually. I got my own place, and I couldn't keep it warm, and it got hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold, and I don't think it could handle that. So, it it died. But anyways, turtles have always been one of my favorite animals. They're one of the oldest. They live the longest. They have impeccable defense. They're not as slow as you think. You know, there's just a lot of good things about turtles. Plus, I mean, there's so many varieties. Anyways, I mean, I always wanted a hedgehog. I always wanted a fox. I always wanted some sort of other animal, but turtles were always one of the easiest to obtain, easiest to take care of. And I mean, overall, they're pretty cool. But alright guys, this is the episode. And I hope you enjoyed. I don't know how to share this, so if anyone watches this, is like, oh man, that's kind of cool for vanilla Minecraft. It's not bad. I would love to run that maze sometime. I would love to share it, but I do not know how. I contacted a couple of people to try to teach me how to, put mods on Minecraft and do different things with Minecraft, but everyone's just so ridiculously busy to take, an hour out of their schedule to come and, hang out for a little bit. So I've been trying to figure it out on my own. Oh, I wonder where that came from. Is it you? I think the sheep did it. Punishment, death. Yeah, you better run. Back here, sheep.